Okay, this video is called Should You Add Trace Minerals to Your Filtered Water? So what this is about is, by the way, I love this painting, Niagara Falls by Edwin Church here. So let's go to the next slide. There's something called, I call it the water filter paradox. The more you filter a water to get the bad stuff out, the more you take everything out, including the minerals, some of which are beneficial. You also make it more acidic. So like tap water is around neutral pH, 7.5, a little bit basic. 7 is considered neutral. The lower the number, the more acidic it is. It's a logarithmic scale. So the difference between a 7 and a 5 is actually a very big difference. You'll notice things here like soda pops are in the 2s. That's terrible. Sprite's around 3. That's still terrible. Reverse osmosis is a little more acidic than I'd like it to be. When it gets below 5.5, it starts being more risky to damage your teeth. You know, as acid dissolves the enamel of your tooth, the white part of your tooth, the part of your tooth you could see in the mirror. And that's the beginning of a cavity. You know, your saliva's got minerals to remineralize the tooth. It's a combination of 3 things really was going to cause a cavity. Does it have sugar? Because the bacteria convert the sugar to acid. Is it sticky like soda pop, going to stick to your tooth? Is it acidic? Because that intrinsically dissolves teeth. So soda pop is terrible. It's full of sugar. It sticks to your teeth. And it's also acidic. It's like the worst. So anyways, the point of all this was once you reverse osmosis filter water or distill it, it becomes rather acidic, and some companies will recommend adding minerals back to it, and that's the point of this video. What I'm going to tell you is I always thought that was kind of stupid because sometimes they would be adding back sodium, for example, and I don't want sodium in my water. You know, that's going to give you high blood pressure, vasoconstriction, etc., things I don't want. And then even theoretically, if they say we're going to give you the stuff you would want, you know, I like more magnesium and potassium in my water. The problem is there's often contaminants. And the video I'm going to give you a link to, I'll have the link in the description below, shows that these added mineral things and salts routinely were high in arsenic, lithium, boron, stuff you don't want. So I'll give you the link to that. I think I maybe have one more slide here. Let's see here. Oh, this is just one thing. Even a tap water will not uncommonly contain arsenic. Some of the fluoride preparations used to put fluoride in your water also contain arsenic. Great. You know, and then they routinely put aluminum in tap water. So you do want to filter your tap water. But I'm just saying these mineral addition things are overrated. And this is an image from the video of the guy who I'm going to give you the link to who's testing them. So my attitude is you get your minerals and nutrients from the food you eat. You don't need to worry about getting them so much from your drinking water. I wouldn't worry about getting them from your drinking water. You know, the only thing you got to be careful is you don't want to drink an excessive amount of this overly filtered water, which has such a low TDS, total dissolved solid. That's number of particles per cubic centimeter. Because if you drink too much of that, you can get hyponatremia, osmotic brain swelling, water intoxication it's called, especially with a kid. So you'd want something in the water or to make them eat first before they drink that water. Especially if they're going to drink large amounts. Like, you know, as a kid, you played sports. Let's say I had wrestling practice. You know, by the time I was in college, we're sweating off 5-10 pounds of practice. So to drink that much reverse osmosis, hypoosmolar, that wouldn't be good. I would rather drink, you know, some sports energy drink with got more electrolytes in it as a replacement. That's a topic for another day. I'm not going to get into all that, but the point I wanted to make is some of these add-back mineral things are overrated. And usually I don't drink that much water because there's so much water in plant foods. And what I'll do with water is I sometimes have a drink of water right in the morning, reverse osmosis, because I got a whole big busy day in front of me and plenty of time to absorb it and excrete it. I don't like to drink it just at night, like at the end of the meal, because, you know, I'll eat kind of late a lot of times, and then I'm going to have to wake up the void. But, you know, sort of right when I first get home, I'll often exercise a little bit. Then later on, I'll eat dinner and stuff. That's worked out well for me, relatively speaking. Anyways, I'll have the link to the video, the next video of this guy who's the water filter guru, and he's going to show you how he tested all these different things that you can add to water and what was their effect on the pH and the rate of contamination and the amount of magnesium. You know, the magnesium is a good thing that they had. Okay, I hope you find that interesting.